Reframing relocation as personal merger and acquisition.
Bonjour, my name is Galerie-Denke, and what if every international relocation is a $1 million merger of a person with a new life? Yet most fail to do the due diligence. I'm here in Paris to show you the strategic framework that human resources and mobility managers are often missing.
This course is a strategic framework designed to protect your most valuable assets during international assignments. In this course, we will deconstruct the process of employee relocation. The core objective is to shift your perspective away from viewing relocation as a logistical cost center and toward understanding it as a high-stakes strategic investment in human capital. We will provide an actionable framework that protects this investment by ensuring the employee and their family integrate successfully. This initial module introduces a critical analogy, framing relocation not as a simple move, but as a personal merger and acquisition. This business risk mindset is the lens through which we will analyze and mitigate every potential point of failure in subsequent lessons. Let's begin by addressing the multi-million-dollar blind spot in global mobility. A failed international assignment is not a minor HR issue. It is a significant business loss. The direct financial cost of a premature return frequently ranges from $50,000 to over $250,000, encompassing expenses from the initial move, repatriation, and the cost of replacement. However, this figure fails to account for the substantial indirect costs, the depreciation of human capital you invested in, the disruption to critical projects, the damage to team morale, and the lost opportunity cost in the target market. When viewed through this lens, the failure of a single high-value employee's assignment represents a catastrophic failure of investment, demanding the same level of strategic oversight as any other major capital expenditure. The first actionable step is to recategorize failed assignment costs on your internal reports from an HR administrative expense to a strategic investment loss. This simple change in nomenclature forces a necessary shift in organizational attention and resource allocation. To effectively manage this investment, we must introduce the personal M&A analogy. A corporate merger or acquisition is never executed without rigorous financial, operational, and cultural due diligence to protect shareholder investment and ensure successful integration. Why, then, do we treat the merger of an employee's life with a new country a transaction with comparable financial and strategic stakes with less rigor? A personal relocation necessitates the same disciplined audit. The acquiring entity, your company, is investing capital to merge a critical asset, the employee and their family, into a new operational environment. The success of this merger hinges on a comprehensive due diligence process that audits not just logistical readiness but the integration of human, social, and professional capital. Your immediate action is to create a personal M and a pre-mortem document for your next relocation. Before the assignment begins, list every conceivable reason the merger could fail, focusing specifically on the human factors for the employee, their partner, and any children. This M&A approach is structured as an audit framework, which will form the core of this mini-course. First is the pre-mortem, the risk identification phase we just touched upon, where we proactively identify and quantify potential failure points. Second is partner alignment, which we reframe as strategic stakeholder management. This phase addresses the critical needs of the accompanying spouse or partner, treating them not as a dependent but as a key stakeholder whose buy-in is essential for assignment success. The third phase is lifeware activation, our term for the integration execution process. This goes beyond simply providing a house and a school. It involves systematically building the social and professional support systems, the lifeware that enable the family unit to thrive. Finally, we will cover ROI measurement. This is the investment tracking phase, where you will learn to measure not just the costs, but the tangible returns of a successful relocation, including employee retention, productivity metrics, and long-term talent development. Ultimately, this framework facilitates a crucial evolution in your role. It is a methodology to transition from being a logistical administrator of mobility to a strategic investor in global talent. By applying the principles of a personal M&A, you are no longer just managing a move. You are actively de-risking a significant capital investment. You are equipping yourself with the tools to increase assignment success rates, maximize the productivity of your relocated talent, and most importantly, prove the strategic ROI of your global mobility program to the C-suite. Your function transforms from a cost center into a strategic enabler of global growth, directly protecting and enhancing the firm's human capital assets. Your next step is to schedule a meeting with your CFO, not to discuss relocation budgets, but to present a new model for calculating the net present value of a successful international assignment versus the quantifiable cost of failure. This concludes our introduction. In the next module, we will dive deep into Phase 1. Conducting a rigorous pre-mortem analysis.
I hope this was helpful, and I see you in the next module.
Congratulations on starting this mini course. Don't miss out the next module. Start now.